Ev down 3 games to none now, backs against the wall on Monday night. What's the sense in the locker room among you guys after that loss?
Um, get the next one. I mean, that's all we can do. Backs against the wall. So I think we all just have to be better as a team defensively, and then better offensively as well. There's a few things we definitely can clean up, but um, yeah, backs against the wall. You got to win the next one.
When you look at the last 3 games in totality, you guys have gotten a bunch of good looks, especially from three. Just haven't fallen the way I think you guys have shot all season. Do you guys lose confidence at all in those moments, or do you still trust the process that these are the shots we want eventually going to go in?
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep your confidence high. I mean, not every game you're gonna shoot the best, but um, you gotta keep shooting them. I mean, if you're open, you gotta shoot them and shoot them with confidence. So, keeping your confidence high is key in games like this and moments like this. So, we gotta continue that, and then, um, yeah, we just gotta be better, and that comes with shot making as well.
Right.
Jim,
And then when do you guys have tried a bunch of different schemes against Brunswick and against their defense? When does it stop being about scheme and start being about execution for you guys?
You said
When does
it stopped being about what?
when does it stop being about scheme and start being about execution?
I mean, it's always that, honestly. In order to get a stop, you gotta stop the man in front of you, and whoever's in help side gotta make efforts to make it difficult as well. So it's a team effort, and yeah, we gotta be better. The scheme is there, but we gotta find a way to actually get the stop, no matter what it takes.
What would you point to as the biggest issue on defense right now or tonight?
Um, I'm not sure tonight. I would have to look at the film, but we just got to be better.
Spence.
Evan, you guys have played a game every other day since April 29th. I know after game two, and Kenny said it again pregame today, that you guys really need to get your legs back underneath you, but that's hard to do when you only have one day off in between. Do you feel like, is there a sense that you guys, like, what's the toll, I guess, that's kind of taken on you guys?
Yeah, there's definitely a toll there, but you're in the Eastern Conference Finals, so there's no excuses right now. No one's gonna give you an excuse because of that. So you got to be ready as possible. Get your treatment in for that day that you have rest, and come back as ready as possible when the game time is on. So there's no excuse there.
One of the things that you've been doing so well throughout the playoffs, whenever you've kind of driven, you've been able to kick out, and those passing lanes have been open. You've seen the floor so well. Tonight, though, you had more turnovers than you're accustomed to. What were they maybe doing differently to make that a little bit tougher on you specifically?
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job being in the gaps. You're playing the cat and mouse game pretty well. I think a few times I just got too deep, and they just got like a hand on it. And but I think also offensively as well, I think we can do a better job of getting in windows and getting to our spots, so it's an easier read for everyone. And that's just not when I have the ball. It's when Don has the ball, James has the ball. So yeah, there's a few things we can definitely clean up there.
Yeah.
So Evan, Kenny kept saying, trust the process. And so my question to you is, where do you guys go from here to be better in these next game?
I think we gotta come together as a team. In moments like this, I mean, your back's against the wall, so the best thing to do is just come together as a team and fight our way out. Just take it game by game, step by step, and focus on what's in front of you.
But how do you do that?
I mean, we got to talk about it. We got to see what we liked in this game, what we didn't like, and what we liked in the previous games, and what we didn't like, and figure that out and go from there.
Anything else in the room? Oh, Ash, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Evan, with the rebounding tonight, you guys had 9 offensive rebounds, and I mean, with so many misses, especially some of those longer misses on the missed threes, like, what do you have to do as a unit to, grab a few more of those and give you guys yourself second chances?
I mean, you got to crash to the elbows. Those will usually get you some of the long rebounds, and us bigs just crashing wherever we can to try and come up with the ball. But th- that's like the way to get those rebounds.
And then just with the missed threes, I mean, is it something where, I know you have to watch the film back and everything, but do guys just have to keep looking for their shots, like, even if they didn't go in tonight or the other night, you can't, like, lose that confidence, I guess?
Yeah, you can't lose confidence. I mean, we've been working on it all year. Sometimes they don't go in. So, I mean, next game, all of them can go in. You don't know. That's why you got to shoot them with confidence and keep playing the right way.
Hey, Donovan. You've had 3 tries and you haven't done it yet. What's it going to take to beat this team?
Let's start with making some shots. Let's start with getting some stops and making some free throws.
You've expressed your support for Cleveland over and over and over again and talked about how great the fans are.
1000%.
How difficult is it in Game 3 to hear the Knicks chants?
I mean, I'm from New York. This doesn't shock me. They do it in every arena. It's like Cowboys fans. Just who they are. I don't think it's a Cleveland thing. It wasn't just us. You look at Philly. Look at that's how Knicks fans are. That was one back in the day. So, like, you know what I mean? So that had nothing to do with what we got going. Cleveland's best fans in the world. I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't affect that. That doesn't label who Cleveland is. I have nothing but love for the fans in Cleveland. And we didn't get it done for our home crowd tonight. And we didn't get it done, which enables the Knicks fans to go off like they did. If we get it done, then they're silent, right? So we didn't do our part. When we ran out, they were loud, and Cleveland fans were behind us, but we didn't do our part, and that's the result. Mm-hmm.
Donovan, why do you think that as a group, the shot making from beyond the arc has fallen off so much in this series for you guys?
Sometimes the ball just doesn't go in. We're getting good looks. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
How much has that aspect of things affected who you guys, maybe more so tonight or defensively?
I mean, yeah, you try your hardest not to let that happen, right? And then give them credit. They took those misses and got out in transition. Even off makes, they got out in transition. So it wasn't just like our half-court defense, right? They were getting out and putting us in different scenarios in transition. And when you miss shots, it gives them more of an opportunity. We shot 50% from the field, from the field, but from three, that's not necessarily as much. But when they get going in transition, and then me, Evan, James had 5 turnovers apiece, that doesn't help. They were active, and we weren't able to control that, especially their pace in transition.
Small.
I know you're not going to really make excuses, but playing every other day, 3.5 weeks. How much does that fatigue or that just kind of games add up to sort of?
I mean, we did it to ourselves. We did it to ourselves. So we can't be mad now.
We're just message now down 0-3.
One game at a time. Let's get Monday and go from there.
You brought up the turnovers on yourself there. What are they doing defensively? It looked like when Evan got into the pocket, they were really fanning out and kind of reading his reads and kind of knowing where the ball was going. Are they doing anything differently defensively to make it tough?
I'm just being active. I think they saw, like, remember, I think somebody asked me something about Evan not shooting as much in the second half of last game, or not getting a shot, because the first half he was in that game he was doing a phenomenal job of making that read, right, and we were getting good looks. Ultimately, we didn't make the shots off of those. So now they made an adjustment. They saw that we were getting open looks, and they took those away. So that's, you know, and credit to him and Jay for continually trying to hit the open man. Like, that speaks to the unselfishness of both of them. But, you know, you give them credit. They were active. They got in the gaps. And some of it we just made dumb passes. So it wasn't all of them. Sometimes it was on us too. But that would be why they made an adjustment to Evan's playmaking ability the first 2 games, and it makes it made a little bit tougher.
What has Mikal and OG in particular done to be so effective just around that middle area, and how can you guys take that away for next game?
Well, they have length, right? So those passes that seam there, they're active. it may look like it's there, and then they get it. He changes your pass, right? So instead of throwing a direct chest pass, maybe you got to grab it out here. Now the shot's different. Now the drive, it's a split second late. You know what I mean? So that's when they're at their best. But you give them credit, but watch the film and be ready for Monday.
Nick, Donovan, when you said we did it to ourselves, did you have concern about heading into the series about coming off 2 7-game series?
Not at all. I mean, we were up 20 in game 1, so like, if we win game 1, I don't think you guys are asking these questions, right? Like, I think ultimately we're missing shots right now. We had an opportunity to close at home in game 6, which would have given us 3 days off after game 2 of this series. We didn't do it. So everybody can point to the 3.5 weeks of every other day, but we had an opportunity to close it and we didn't. So this is where we're at, and we have an opportunity to get one on Monday and then go back to New York and get one there and come back here. So that's where the mindset is.
Not saying this is you personally, but I do want to ask as a team collectively, do you think complacency set in at all, get into the stage?
Not at all. I don't see that amongst the group. I don't feel that amongst the group. Like I said, even after we won against Detroit, I didn't feel like it was like, man, we did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never felt that amongst the group, and I don't feel that way now. We blew an opportunity in game 1. We didn't shoot well in game 2. We didn't shoot well, and we didn't really guard well tonight. Those are the 3 losses. So we have an opportunity to change that game 4, and then go to New York.
The Knicks went to the conference finals last year, and that series lasted 6 games. But obviously, it's going better for them now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your group's first time
Mm-hmm.
in the conference finals. It's not over yet, but is there a lesson specifically from getting this far that maybe you hadn't learned before that you would be able to carry with you if you got this opportunity again?
Don't lose game 1 after being up 22. Changes the entire dynamic of the series. But you can't reflect. We're not sitting there reflect on that. But if I were to say one thing, that would be that. But hey, it happened, and now we have to find a way to get back from 3-0.
And then you said after game 2 that it like maybe to us or maybe even to you guys that it looks worse or feels worse because you don't make shots.
Mm-hmm.
So do you? I guess then you would say, I don't want to put words in your mouth, that you don't feel like you're that far off or that you're overmatched.
No, not at all. I mean, ultimately, like I said, we missed shots. They got on transition, and they scored. They had some tough shots in the half court, and then we had some mistakes. So, like, you compound all those things, and you got to give credit. They're up 3-0, right? Like, they've beaten us 3 times. So I'm not saying that, but no, I don't feel like we're overmatched. I think we just have to find a way. And like I said, I hate to harp on it, but like we were up 22, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's on everyone in this locker room. We know that, we feel that, and we have an opportunity on Monday to get game 4 and then go from there.
Anything else in the room? Last one, Jim.
Kenny keeps talking about you need to get your legs under you when talking about the shooting. He's talking about the rest advantage. What, if any, correlation do you see between those 2 things and the missed open shots?
Get ready for Monday and get one and then go to New York.
How do you get your legs under you when you're playing every other day still in this series?
You figure it out.